Greetings, today is Wednesday, November 15, 2023. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia speaking. In this video, I will be discussing the recently designated Invest 98, which is a low-pressure system that we continue to monitor and is located over the waters of the Caribbean Sea. This disturbance has a moderate probability of developing into a tropical depression or tropical storm as it passes near or over Jamaica, eastern Cuba, Haiti, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the southern Bahamas. It poses a serious risk of flooding for these areas and the Dominican Republic. Before continuing with the forecast for Invest 98, I would like to mention that a low-pressure system has developed just south of the state of Florida. It is causing heavy rainfall across the southern and southeastern parts of the state, where serious flooding issues are anticipated over the next 48 hours. It will affect the Miami region and surrounding cities. If you have interests in this area, I invite you to watch a video I recorded related to the forecast for this low-pressure system. Now, getting closer to the area where Invest 98 is located, we can see that the coverage of thunderstorms has increased today, indicating that the low-pressure system is strengthening. This area of bad weather will move north-northeast over the next 3 to 4 days, bringing heavy rains to Cuba, Jamaica, and Haiti. At 2 p.m., the National Hurricane Center maintains a 50% chance of development into a tropical depression. However, this development probability is lower than what we had yesterday, attributed to the fact that global models are less aggressive in strengthening this disturbance. Regardless of its development, intense rainfall is anticipated, causing flooding and landslides. Let's look at the updates from global model projections, starting with the GFS model. The GFS shows a weakened low-pressure system moving over Jamaica, eastern Cuba, and Haiti from Friday night to early Saturday morning. It will then move over the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southern Bahamas. The European model aligns with this projection, depicting a low-pressure system moving over eastern Cuba on Friday morning. Additionally, the German model also agrees on maintaining this system relatively weakened as it moves through this region. The good news is that there should not be significant strengthening before reaching the Greater Antilles. However, we cannot rule out the possibility of it arriving as a tropical depression or tropical storm, as indicated by some GFS model members, green lines. Although there is consensus that it should pass over Jamaica and eastern Cuba, there are some members with a trajectory slightly eastward over Haiti and the Dominican Republic. There is still some uncertainty, but the highest probabilities indicate movement over this area. In fact, the ensemble members of the European model maintain a trajectory very similar to the forecast of global models. In this case, the majority of them depict it as a low-pressure system without reaching tropical depression or tropical storm status over Jamaica, Cuba, the southern Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Regardless of whether we see tropical cyclone development, there is a high risk of flooding. Let's look at the latest projections from the GFS model. Accumulated rainfall estimates range from 250 to 400 millimeters, affecting the eastern half of Jamaica and western sectors of Haiti. Additionally, for southern Haiti and the Dominican Republic, rainfall totals range from 100 to 150 millimeters. The European model projection also indicates accumulated rainfall of over 400 millimeters in some areas of Jamaica and eastern Cuba, as well as for the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southern Bahamas. There is a high risk of flooding from Friday until next Monday. In the Dominican Republic, I ask you to stay vigilant about the evolution of this forecast because a very rainy weekend is expected, with possible flooding. In addition to rainfall, windy conditions are also anticipated. For example, the European model predicts gusts of wind up to 60 or 70 km per hour that may impact coastal areas of eastern Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the southern Bahamas. The strongest winds are expected in Jamaica and Haiti during Friday afternoon and evening. Eventually, during Friday night and Saturday morning, winds will affect eastern Cuba and sectors of the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southern Bahamas. Well, that's all for the update on this forecast. Tomorrow, I will be recording another video to discuss any changes that may arise in the forecast for Invest 98. The important thing is for our followers in Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, the Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the Dominican Republic to be prepared for heavy rainfall that may cause flooding and landslides over the weekend. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'll see you again tomorrow.